Ok, buon pomeriggio, benvenuti dall'Amway Center di Orlando, dove trasmetteremo Orlando Magic, Miami Heat.
David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks so much.
Tutto pronto, David Aldridge da bordo campo che ci parla su Kyle Lowry e la sua stagione. Kyle Lowry che partirà dalla panchina oggi. Play titolare Gabe Vincent.
Wow, David,
Miami
he
Heat.
is a gamer, no doubt. EA, we appreciate the report. So the opening lineup for the Heat.
Andiamo a vedere i
The wing
quintetti
set
base.
Hero and Butler. Adebayo is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Vincent in at the one
Assenti
spot.
nella Miami
And for the
Heat, Caleb
Magic,
Martin,
Harris
Duncan
is the shooting guard.
Robinson.
Wagner is the small
Nei
forward.
Magic fuori
In the
Isaac,
post, it's Banchero and
sfortunatissimo, era
Carter Jr.
rientrato da
And
poco
it's
dopo
Fultz in at the point.
più di un anno di lontananza dai cambi del gioco, di nuovo out per la stagione. Joe Isaac è inquadrato, Eric Spoelstra, tutto pronto, buon divertimento Ricci.
They hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
Tip-off goes to Miami.
Possesso Miami.
Outside Hero. And Tyler Hero gets the
Subito
whistle that
fallo
time.
di Tyler Hero.
That's his first foul.
Dopo 6 secondi di gioco su Wagner.
Now Fultz.
Banchero del Carter.
And here's Banchero. And Wagner has it in the corner.
Wagner.
Over Butler.
Wagner si alza sul gancio, non va.
Rebound Love.
Balzo low.
Here's Vincent.
E Vincent, grande scarico per low. Adebayo.
Adebayo's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Heat.
Nice read from the big guy. Love his teammates appreciate that selfless attitude.
Banchero.
Here's Banchero.
Banchero se li
His
gancio,
first
non
shot
va,
is a miss.
rimbalzo
0
low.
for 1 to start the contest. Hero from long range.
Subito Hero dall'angolo, non va. Wendell Carter Jr. rimbalzo. Banchero dentro. Palla intercettata. Jimmy Butler. Canestro Vincent lo stoppa. Uno splendido. Markel Fultz. Banchero. Carter non va. Banchero. Come pari.
For him, I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Vincent. Looking at his numbers, he
Banchero
averages a bit over
sul
9
low.
points a game.
Harris su Hero.
Hero against Harris. Here's Vincent.
Si alza Vincent da 3.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero.
Asciutto
Not a
tanto
ball
Gabe
stopper.
Vincent.
Tyler is a team player.
Fultz with the ball.
Fultz, palla persa. Da Hero.
Hero on the wing.
Hero nell'angolo. Non va, rimbalzo
Point
Fultz.
range. The Magic have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Fultz kicks to Wagner. And the pass to
Wagner,
Banchero.
Banchero.
Back to Wagner. Harris outside.
Harris.
Lock at 6.
Carico Banchero.
Here's Banchero.
Paolo Banchero. Rimbalzo low.
Really
Sbaglia
just
Banchero.
struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts. with only
Subito.
one fall.
Sbaglia anche Butler. Rimbalzo Wendell
The
Carter
Magic
Jr.
trail by 3. Harris dishes to Carter.
Carter. Carter Jr.
On the way.
Superb concentration from the big man there. Carter Jr. is experienced at converting difficult shots.
5-4 Miami.
Butler deciding where to go
Jimmy
with
Butler.
it. Pass to Hero.
Si alza ancora Hero da 3. Dentro questa volta il tiro di
And they
Hero.
don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's field, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Carter. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Here's Harris. Feeds to Banchero.
Banchero.
Off the glass.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks
Primo
and gets it to
canestro
him.
per Paolino
Hero
Banchero.
kicks to Butler.
Butler
Passes it to Vincent. Good ball
e
moving there by the
Vincent
Heat.
subito
Love. Wide
long.
open shot is on the money.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Fultz with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Banchero with the ball. He's going up against Love. Harris passes to Carter.
Girare
Over.
Carter allo scadere, non va rimbalzo a De Baio.
To the wing right side. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second
Schiati
call.
3 secondi a low, palla persa Miami.
He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level, putting up about 25 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Abbiamo visto le statistiche, Jimmy Butler
put points up
25
in a hurry, and he
punti
leads
nello
this
Star
team
Game.
in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
Now here is Harris.
Si alza Harris, sbaglia, rimbalzo, Tyler Hero.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Pass to Vincent.
No, canestro, fallo di Banchero su Tyler Hero, 2 tiri liberi per il numero 14 del Miami Heat.
Just play there from Hero in the paint, refusing to let the foul hold back his shot.
Fallo evitabile per Banchero.
That's good from Hero.
Segna
With
il primo
injuries
tiro
and
libero
clock as
Hero.
teams prepare for the playoffs, this is the time of year where we really see the value of depth.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, teams that can go 10 deep really have a nice
Sbaglia il secondo rimbalzo di Paolo Banchero subito.
Keep the stars fresh for the stretch run and keep them from being overworked.
Now here's
Blocco di Wendell Carter, illegale, palla persa per Orlando.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't
Statistiche di
illegal.
Caleb
The
Martin
officials
che
aren't
oggi è
nearly as
assente.
lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Hero against Harris. Inside, here's
Entrò
Vincent, and he makes the
Fultz,
bucket as the whistle, and now
canestro
a
di
three-point
Vincent,
play
fallo
chance
di
for him.
Fultz.
And, you know, that's not how you screen for your guys, but ultimately they still found a way to come away with the hoop.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And winning has
Poi
become
da tre
more
per Vincent.
consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year.
Enzo Fultz, fallo.
One game.
Fallo di Lo.
And with the Heat,
Tacca canestro,
a
tacca il
consistent force
Fultz.
in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
The Magic shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
That free throw good from
Il
Fultz.
primo tiro
And, you
libero
know, when
Fultz.
Fultz is healthy now, he's a valuable part of this rotation. We've seen him make big strides lately.
And that's good as he hits both of the
14-8
You know, one
Miami.
of the best sights from the NBA in my mind in
Those are
2022
Fultz.
was seeing Markelle Fultz on the court again. It was a long road back from his torn ACL, not to mention the issues he had with the frozen shoulder early in his
Sembra palla intercettata da Wendell Carter.
Banchero with the ball.
Banchero.
Now defended by Adebayo.
Entra per Harris, canestro, fallo di Tyler Hero, il secondo fallo per Hero. Ottimo passaggio di Banchero.
Well, trust me, I haven't had one, but I know enough guys who have, and it's a tough injury for any player to come back from a torn ACL. And Markel had to work extremely hard every day for a year and a half. All credit to him for putting that kind of effort into his rehab so he could get back out on the court.
That's good from Harris. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made
La intercettata toccata da stesso hit da Colentoni.
The Magic making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Vincent.
6 points for him. Blocco di Lowe.
Love outside.
Lowe da 3. Kevin Lowe.
Love's got 5 now.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Now, here's Wagner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Colentoni, sbaglia Colentoni. Rimbalzo De Baio. L'angolo per Butler. Non va rimbalzo, ma quel...
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. 6-point game.
Banchero si prende il tiro da 3 piazzato di Banchero, non va rimbalzo Lowe.
They drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Numero 31 degli.
Great mobile one drive a second time.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Fultz dishes to
dentro per Banchero. Paolino Banchero. 6 punti per lui.
Some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
There's the pass to Strus.
Strus da 3, Max Strus non va rimbalzo Lowe.
Love kicks to Adebayo.
Adebayo non va rimbalzo ancora Lowe. Adebayo altro rimbalzo. Dominano gli sotto canestro, fanno quello che vogliono. Quanti tiri sbagliati. Dentro la palla per gran schiacciata Colentoni. Giocata. Palla quasi recuperata da Banchero. Strus. Gabe Vincent in ritardo, Fultz lo punisce Vincent.
Vincent's got 8 points.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Wagner outside.
Banchero.
Now here's Banchero.
Banchero, c'è il fallo di Gabe Vincent.
And the call will be against Gabe Vincent. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Ole comes in for Banchero. And it's Suggs in for Fultz. Oladipo, he's checked in for the Heat. Kyle Lowry comes in for Gabe Vincent. Here's Wagner. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Wagner si alza, Wagner, ottimo canestro. Franz Wagner.
Bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Lowry finds Oladipo.
Oladipo c'è Suggs su di lui. Kyle Lowry. Blocco. Di Adebayo, altro blocco. Adebayo da 3 Strus, altro rimbalzo in attacco. Per Adebayo sta facendo il vuoto sotto il canestro avversario Adebayo.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Sta cosa, ball, perde palla, brutto passaggio Wagner. Su Wagner. Strus. Sbaglia Strus. Rimbalzo ball.
The Magic trail by 6. Outside Anthony.
Colentoni a canestro, Colentoni, fallo di Butler. Tiri liberi per il numero 50 degli Orlando Magic. Due tiri liberi per l'ex stella di North Carolina, Colentoni.
That free throw good from Anthony. For Anthony, GA, this team believes in his future.
I mean, he's a competitive kid and knows how to play the right way. And now he understands how to play winning basketball. And that's no bias from me. That's just my analysis.
So he gets them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
The Heat leading by 4. Oladipo dishes to Lowry. Pass to Adebayo. To the inside.
Adebayo dentro il passaggio splendido per Kyle Lowry. Il canestro Lowry.
Nice display of patience inside from Lowry. Didn't rush his shot, takes his time, and really does a nice job sinking these high percentage looks.
Now here's Anthony to the middle.
Anthony, palla se la ritrova. Ma le mani Wagner.
To the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance.
Adebayo.
Here's Adebayo.
Fischiati 3 secondi. Hughes. Palla persa Miami.
The Magic trail by 4. Anthony looking it over.
Solo Bol. Si prende il tiro Bol. Piazzato da 2. No 2 Magic.
Bol's understanding of when to look for his next level.
Oladipo, the pass to Lowry.
Oladipo per Lowry.
Back to Lowry.
Lowry da 3, Kyle Lowry.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here's Wagner.
Un passaggio. Fratello per fratello. Fratello per fratello. Dentro Adebayo, non va altro rimbalzo Adebayo.
Adebayo's got 6.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
The pass to Bol.
Bol.
He kicks it to Suggs.
Jalen Suggs, non va rimbalzo. Adebayo.
Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Cavaliers.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game.
Adebayo non va rimbalzo Wagner.
Trust in the system.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 5.
Suggs a canestro, Jalen Suggs. 3 Magic, 14 secondi alla fine del primo quarto. Oladipo.
Now Oladipo, 8 points his last outing.
Oladipo cerca l'1 contro 1, non va. Smith rimbalzo deve tirare Jalen Suggs. 30-27 allo scadere del primo quarto per i Miami.
And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting.
Nuovo live qui su MyNBA on 2K per il secondo quarto di Miami Orlando Magic, allo scadere del primo quarto.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
The guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. Banchero out there with Gary Harris. And it's Wagner in at the 5. Roaming the
Wagner, fallo di Jutzer.
And something that's been on the uptick in the NBA is free throw shooting. League-wide, Clark, teams are having more success along the stripe than ever before.
The 2020s are on pace, Kevin, to be the best free throw shooting decade in the history of the game, with skilled players now favored relative to the old school bangers. I mean, everybody pretty much has to be able to knock down shots to be effective as a player in today's game. So the free throw shooting percentage is going up. Not much of a surprise to me.
And he knocks down the first one. And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league, and worked his way up from video coordinator.
Free throws good from Wagner.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And here is Hero. He's coming off a 25-point game against Cleveland. Strus with it. Harris is there. Strus's shot is good.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what he does? I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Now, here's Wagner. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. Kicks the Fultz. 6 to shoot. And it's good. 2 points.
Primo canestro questo.
Fultz still powers through that defense, especially when he's this close to the rim.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
Vicino come canestro.
Of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Strus. A 14-point game for him in the win against Cleveland. And the whistle blows.
Fallo.
Be on Jalen Suggs.
Fallo di Suggs.
That is his first foul of the game. Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner.
Coming onto the floor for your Magic, Wendell Carter Jr.
Esce Mo Wagner.
On defense, the Magic. They trail by 1.
Ottimo canestro ancora per Strus.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lowry against Fultz.
Fultz canestro ancora, Markel Fultz. Fallo di Kyle Lowry.
Hey, I tell you what, I like the fact that Markel Fultz is not afraid of contact. He doesn't mind getting roughed up. He's going up with this shot. He plays through that contact nicely.
And he makes the first.
They've scored really well this quarter. Keep it up, and they'll find themselves right back in it.
And so Fultz nails the ball. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And the whistle blows.
Fallo è di Paolo Banchero.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet.
Mormorio la
Something to keep an eye on.
La chiamata su Paolo Banchero, ancora Strus.
There's Hero with the 3.
Hero da 3.
Basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
Suggs kicks to Harris. Carter left side. He dishes it to Fultz. Clock at 4.
Fultz ancora. Fultz deve tirare. Markel Fultz.
Just 2 points with that basket from Fultz.
Scadere dei 24.
Under control Fultz is. I mean, even when the defense is trying to rattle him, shake him up, distract him, it doesn't bother that sweet jump.
Now, here's Yurtseven. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Dentro per Lowry.
Pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Heat lead by 4.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Fultz against Lowry. Here's Carter.
Carter Jr.
The assist from Fultz.
Primo assist di
Carter's got his
Fultz.
second bucket of the night.
Really like the quick decision making of
Throw.
Excellent surveying the floor.
Jimmy
for the other team.
Butler da
Seems to have a
schiacciare.
knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Now here's Fultz. He's coming off a 25-point game against Utah.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And Carroll
Chiedo,
passes to
Sad
Suggs.
si prende il tiro da 3, non va. In balzo Jutse.
The Heat leading by 4. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Fultz. Outside Lowry. Pass to Hero. Heat moving the ball around. Now here's
Butler. Jutse contro Banchero. Jutse Banchero. Non va in balzo. Ottima difesa Banchero.
It's up and it's off the mark.
Banchero.
He's 0 for 1.
Banchero va canestro. Banchero.
Starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the
Time out Miami, meno 2 Orlando.
Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all 3 levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
The Heat making a switch here. Love's checked in.
Nuovo live qui su MyNBA on 2K. Tutte le 5 da giocare. Strus, Lowry.
Strus with it. He has 6.
Lowry. Del Carter, ottimo movimento. Kevin Lowe.
Third bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of
7
their
punti
buckets
Lowe,
coming
6
from
rimbalzi.
inside the paint now.
Passes it to Fultz.
Banchero.
Now here's Banchero. He's covered closely.
Banchero.
Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Meno
And
2
his
Magic.
presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Lowry. 7 points in the game.
In ritardo Harris sbaglia subito di balzo. Harris.
On the wing, Harris. Pass to Carter.
Banchero.
Banchero kicks to Fultz.
Fultz. Scarico. Harris da 3. Gary Harris. Vantaggio Magic.
3 assists in the game. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Strus.
Esce Markel Fultz a disturbarlo, rimbalzo Banchero. Harris dentro. Fultz si alza, Markel Fultz non va a fallo, in attacco di Harris.
Vincent's checked in for Kyle Lowry.
In for the Heat, Dave Vincent.
Esce Lowry, entra Vincent.
And here are the Heat now. They trail by 1. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz.
Palla recuperata, Fultz, palla contesa.
Two-game
Con
homestand.
Gabe Vincent. Magari Fultz.
Orlando with the ball.
Possesso Magic.
Magic have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Carter right side.
Carter Junior. Carter Junior, fallo. Di low. Piedi liberi. Centro dei Magic. Qualcosa da dire Spolstra. Non è d'accordo forse sulla chiamata. Andiamo a rivedere. C'è tutto il fallo di nuovo.
That's good from
primo
Carter.
catto.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Bol, he's checked in for the Magic. Anthony comes in for Markelle Fultz. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
You know, when we talk about the modern
Junior.
big, Carter Jr. is a great example of it. He can shoot, he boards it, he's got good size, and a pretty diverse skill set.
Prende che Vincent.
He has 7.
C'è Bol su Jimmy Butler, Struz da 3. Parità.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Anthony, the pass to Suggs. Carter with it. He's guarded by Love. Carter dishes to Anthony.
Anthony, gran canestro. Anthony. Voglio vedere.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Palla recuperata da Anthony. Dentro per Bol Bol. The assist. Anthony.
Again and again,
Quattro
they're dissecting
Magic.
the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think
Toccata ancora la palla dello splendido Anthony. Anthony poi sbaglia. Sbaglia Anthony, che Vincent. Jimmy Butler da 3, non va Jimmy Butler, rimbalzo Suggs. Vince Suggs nell'angolo per Anthony nell'angolo, non va. Rimbalzo Jimmy Butler. Tyler Hero nell'angolo. Si alza Vincent, sbaglia Vincent, rimbalzo dello splendido Anthony. Harris. Anthony. Anthony si alza, un canestro ancora.
The Heat have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%.
6 Orlando.
Cruz passes to Love.
Low.
Dishes it to Butler.
Jimmy Butler, c'è Bol su di lui. Tyler Hero per tirare Hero, non va rimbalzo. Wendell Carter Jr. subito l'apertura, intercettata la palla da Gabe Vincent. Dentro Hero si alza, non va rimbalzo. Bol.
Magic leading by 6. Harris looking it over.
Harris dentro Bol la canestro per il numero 10 di Miami. Fallo. Jimmy Butler.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Orlando.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Poi da 3 per Bol.
Here's Vincent. He's got 8.
9 Magic.
They could use a big shot here to get
Time out for Miami.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Al 26 all'intervallo, messa Miami.
Wagner against Adebayo. A wide open look here.
Subito da 3, Oladipo.
Coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 3 assists in the game. Anthony kicks the ball. Now the pass to Wagner.
Wagner non va rimbalzo, lo scarico per Wagner dall'angolo, sbaglia ancora Wagner.
The Heat trail by 6. Here's Vincent, knocks it loose.
Tocca la palla, tutte palla Vincent, prendo nell'angolo, splendido il passaggio di Bol per Wagner. The assist Bol. Si alza Smith da 3, non va, rimbalzo ancora per Bol. Rimbalzo.
Wagner passes to Anthony. Takes the three.
Anthony da 3, gran canestro. Con Anthony. 11 Magic.
Just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play.
Adebayo sbaglia, balzo Bol.
Now here's Anthony, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Wagner outside. Wagner finds Wagner.
Si alza Wagner.
Heavy offensively, and he's done about as much as they could have hoped
La
for
premiata
today.
ditta Wagner e Wagner.
Now here's Oladipo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to Highsmith.
Highsmith è solo da 3, non va, rimbalzo Wagner, altro errore per Miami.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Orlando. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
Carico per Suggs da 3, non va, rimbalzo Oladipo.
That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Now here's Oladipo. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go.
Suggs la tocca, la recupera Highsmith, Adebayo. Adebayo
with the bucket. Adebayo's got 8.
And Kevin, they started the game
punti
shooting
per Adebayo.
I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right.
Con
I say
Anthony,
let those triples
con Anthony, non va, rimbalzo Adebayo.
The Heat trail by 11. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter.
No, c'è il mismatch con Cole Anthony. Non va a raddoppiare mo Wagner.
So impressive how quick Love gets his shot off. I mean,
secondi alla
even when the
fine.
defense is on him, he knows how to use
Si
his
alza
size.
Wagner, non va, rimbalzo low.
With that look, even though
Highsmith.
it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he
Fallo
expects to make every
fischiato,
time.
Cole Anthony.
It's called on Cole Anthony.
15 secondi alla scadere, il secondo quarto.
Substitution on the court.
$15 seconds left in the first half.
Oladipo
Oladipo against Wagner.
Wagner su di lui. Oladipo da 3, Vittor Oladipo, 2 secondi, si alza con Anthony, non va, 6 all'intervallo per gli Orlando Magic. Ci vediamo 13 minuti circa amici per il secondo tempo, sempre live qui su My NBA on 2K.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what has to happen differently on defense in the second half?
Well, a little bit more activity. And we just have to be committed to what we do. Our identity to be aggressive, but more consistent with it.
Spell, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They took control in the second quarter, ending the half up by 6. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Orlando played?
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy. They were able to give the starters a real break because of the way they performed. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have from their second unit.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
The three-point shot has really helped them out. I always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens. Running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we've got